semi... Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to Maxwell Starr's beer review. And tonight we've got a fucking decent beer to review for you. We're going to take a look at the Trailer Park Boys beer. Freedom 35. Trailer Park Boys Lager. From the heart of the park, 5% ABV. Says, from Sunnyvale Trailer Park with love, enjoy a crisp, refreshing beer with Ricky, Julian, and Bubbles. This decent lager pairs well with hockey, pepperoni, and good buddies. Don't let the liquor do any of the thinking. Nonsense. I am the liquor. Anyway. Please enjoy responsibly, which, if you ever watch the show, I don't know if responsibly has anything to do with it. Anyway, this beer, of course, is brewed in, as a marketing product to go along with the Trailer Park Boys TV series, which even after, I think, 11 seasons and almost 20 years of production, not constant production, but being around for almost 20 years, is still, popular to this day, especially around the world, even for a, trailer trash TV series that's, originated on an obscure Canadian TV channel. This beer, they produced as a kind of like a beer follow-up to Liquorman's Dirty Whiskey, which was actually a fairly decent Canadian whiskey, as of course, their own beer product. It was brewed by North American Craft Importers, even though it's not imported, in Guelph, Ontario, which is a contract brewer that contracted out to Wellington Brewing in Guelph, Ontario to do all the production. And though people around here in the Maritimes are a little upset that they didn't brew this in the Maritimes, considering the Maritime connection at Sunnyvale Trailer Park, which is really filmed in Bible Hill and Truro, Nova Scotia, I'm not super mad at that because they at least used a craft brewer in Ontario that has the capacity and volume to brew this beer and distribute it across the country. The only other brewery that might have that kind of capacity, there's nobody in New Brunswick or Nova Scotia that would have that kind of capacity, I don't think. Maybe Garrison, maybe Propeller, I'm not sure, but still. Anyway, moving right along, let's go right to the review. Let's take a look at this thing and see what we think. Now, this came about at the time of this recording, I think this came out about a month ago. Although it had been announced far longer back than that. Now, I might be too hipster in actually the fact that I'm pouring this Freedom 35 lager, something meant to be crushed in mass numbers, being a plain lager, into a glass. So, but I do this for every review, so don't knock me for drinking it out of the glass. I want to see what it looks like. I'm getting a gratuitous amount of head. I poured it rather liberally as well anyway. There's still some in the can. I'm getting this big puffy white head, a nice clear blonde appearance. But I'm also actually, now that I pour this like this, I'm actually seeing a little bit of haze. I'm seeing little bits of sediment in there, quite a bit of carbonation. Overall, it looks like a very satisfactory beer. It looks like a craft lager, to be honest. So, I can at least nerd out on this rather than say it's just a gimmick. Anyway, let's give it a whiff. Mildly sweet. Little touch of cream corn. Grassy. Little copper coin. Smells a little like boiled vegetables, like boiled green beans. It smells okay. It's like metallic cream corn, green bean. Smells like your typical object lager, to be honest. I mean, what did you expect? I expect kind of like a craft lager at the same time. I'm not expecting something amazing. So, smells the part, really. As long as it's nice, clean, and easy to drink, I'm fine with that. Let's put it down the hatch. Cheers. Actually, drinking this a little cold, but as you drink it, you start to get this toffee and earthy down the center of the tongue. This herbal, metallic kind of hop finish coating the back of the throat. A little creamy. Maybe a hint of corn. But pretty much the dominant flavor is this nice metallic copper coin kind of toffee. It's mostly metallic tone, in a good way metallic, not like overly like, oh, I like the penny. But it's just got this little herbal, earthy, metallic toffee, but mostly sweet toffee, and a very nice beer actually. And it's clean and easy to drink. It actually is. It actually does finish off quite clean, and it's very refreshing too. I'm not trying to say it could sound like I'm, as they would say in the show, I'm not trying to suck this beer's cock, but I will say it's damn decent. Yeah, this would go real nice with some pepperoni cocks. And yeah, that's really nice. If somebody were to, give me like a 2-4 of this shit, I wouldn't complain too much because it's one that I could just simply drink. It's a very decent lager. It's a very sessionable lager. I mean, it's not like world. I don't know if I would go as far to call it world class, but I do appreciate this lager quite a bit more than like I would drink this way before I would drink like a Molson Canadian or a Labatt Blue. I actually really like this. Like as far as craft lagers go, that's very acceptable. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. I'm finding this very enjoyable. Perhaps it's because I'm drinking it cold. I think the only thing that would maybe be a detracting factor for somebody curious about trying this is that if you're the kind of guy that drinks a lot of beer, but you buy stuff like Bud Light or Moose Light, or if you drink a lot of beer that's light in general, and you're expecting this to be one that crushes quite easily, you might find that this one might be too. I don't want to say it negatively, like it might be too flavorful, but there's a lot of flavor. It's kind of heavy in that sense, so you might want to start off like if you want to try it, try 1 or 2. Just if you're curious, and you probably are if you're a big fan of the Trailer Park Boys. But at the same time, I would say if you're the kind of person that sessions a lot of Moose Light or something, you might find this a little bit too strong. But at the same time, it's a very flavorful, very decent beer, and should keep even the big craft beer enthusiasts happy, like this one does for myself. I think I've got a couple of cans of this on hand, and I would actually drink this on a hot summer day. Thoroughly enjoyable. Sweet. Decent. Anyway, yeah, 3.5 out of 5 here from Maxwell Starr's beer review. Not just a gimmick, I think it's a decent beer. Yeah, that goes with the brand. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you folks later. Cheers.